We will begin with the presentation of colors and the national anthem. We'd ask you to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. To introduce our platform guests is Assistant Principal Lee Warble.
Good morning, Warriors. We are so glad that you're here today. We want to take just a moment to welcome our special guest that we have in the building. Dr. Mason Bellamy, Chief Academics and Schools. Dr. Sean Turner, Executive Director of Schools. Dr. Natalie Gibbs, Executive Director of Schools. Miss Frida Player Peters, Board of Education. And Senator Brenda Gilmore, Tennessee Senate, District 19. Thank you all for joining us today.
And now, for your salutatorian address, please give a warm welcome to Brinley Sells Shield.
Hello. Before I begin, I'd just like to say congratulations to each and every single one of you. I don't care if you graduated with honors or with all D's, you made it, and you deserve the recognition. This year was extremely challenging, so the fact that you're sitting here today is an accomplishment in and of itself. Don't let anyone take that away from you. I'd like to congratulate our valedictorian, Kim. Life is constantly throwing curveballs at you, and this year has been nothing short of that. From our junior year being cut short, school being virtual, living during a national pandemic, and even during major social justice reform, Class of 2021 has prospered through many challenges. I can say with confidence that no other class has dealt with anything of this caliber before, and the only word that I can use to describe us is resilient. And I hope that we continue that way for the rest of our lives as unique, resilient individuals. I hope that none of you lose sight of what is important to you, but more important than that, I hope that none of you lose yourselves along the way. I'm looking at a room full of future cosmetologists, lawyers, doctors, athletes, musicians, whatever it is you aspire to do. I hope that you accomplish everything that you have ever dreamed of and more. I wish all of you nothing but the absolute best. I would like to thank all my teachers from this year and all the years prior. I would not have made it here without each and every single one of you. I also want to say thank you to my mommy. I love you, Mom. She's the hardest working woman that I've ever known, and she has made so many sacrifices for me. I love you, Mom. I love you, Pip. I love you, Naya. I love you, Sydney. And I love you, Janine. Thank you so much.
And now for our valedictorian address from Kimberly Ama Hernandez.
Good morning. First of all, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of nervous. I am proud to be standing up here as your valedictorian for the class of 2021. I find this as an amazing accomplishment, not because of its title, but because in this very stage, you have two women of minorities. The term valedictorian comes from the phrase valdericere, which means farewell. In a way, this speech is to say goodbye to this chapter of our lives, but to say hello to a new beginning. First and foremost, I want to thank God for giving me the opportunity to be here today. I love and adore him, and I'm grateful for having this chance. There's a Bible verse in the book of Joshua that says, "Be strong and courageous." These 4 little words have great meaning to me, and they've had a great impact in the last 4 years. I want to say thank you to my family, to my parents, who have always pushed and supported me. I want to say thank you to my teachers, especially to Ms. Hoyle and Ms. Bose, who they both supported me. Sorry. They both supported me in these 3 years of high school, and I'm happy to call you guys my teachers. I want to say thank you to my friends and to my IB class, that our relationship that we have with one another is truly special. And I am very lucky to have you all. To those who are striving to be up here one day, I am telling you that it's not an easy road. There will be days where you like to sleep. There will be days where you have mental breakdowns and you cry. But I can tell you that at the end, it's all worth it. I'm standing here today with an accomplishment that I thought was too hard to reach, and yet I'm here. You can't control your future. You can't control your days, but in a way, you can control your future, because you're the one who decides what you want to do. You're the one who decides how you're going to get there. And yes, you're going to struggle. And yes, it's going to be hard, but you'll get there eventually. High school was not easy. It wasn't easy the first 2 years when we were in school. It wasn't easy the last 2 years when we were in virtual learning. Someone once told me that high school would go faster than what I thought, and he was right. These last 4 years have been some of my best and worst experiences, and yet I wouldn't change it for the world. I am proud to say that I'm from the class of 2021, because we're graduating alongside some of the best and hardworking people out there. Because even if it doesn't seem as much, we're graduating after 2 years of virtual learning, and that's hard. The class of 2021 is a special group, and I think we can all agree with that. Today marks a new chapter for all of us, and you guys look around you, because the people in here may be the very last time you're in here with. We're saying goodbye to something that was so special to us, and once we walk through those doors, we're never going to be looking back to this part of our life. Congratulations, class 2021. I'm happy to be here with you all. Thank you.
In occasions such as this, it's very important that we thank those people who accompanied us on this journey. While this is a terrific accomplishment for the class of 2021, none of us would be here without our loved ones and all the support that they have given us over the past 18 years. So class of 2021, how about a big round of applause for all the people here who love you? We are grateful for the families, for the support, for all the sacrifices that you have made as life's most important teachers. But then the class of 2021 also wants to thank the people who have helped them along the way, starting in pre-K all the way up through their senior year teachers. How about a big round of applause for them? Now, this is a graduating class unlike any other that I have ever sent into the world, because every year I stand here at this podium in this auditorium and send out our newest class of high school graduates. Always, there are students who've had a wide range of experiences. Some have had a pretty easy 18 years before they got here, and some students have really had some struggles along the way. But this class is different. The global pandemic was something that happened to each and every one of us. It made it so that way your high school experience had to change. You had to adapt. You lost some things. You had to tweak your vision of high school, and you did it. The one difference I have found between people who are successful and the ones who aren't is the ability to make accommodations and adjust to what life throws you. Sometimes we have to change our expectations. Sometimes we end up forging a whole new path. While most high school graduates haven't had the experience where they had to rethink their vision of the world and where they fit into it, all of the students in this class are different. And that's why you are the most prepared graduates I have ever sent into the world. In the pandemic, you have suffered, but you've regrouped and you continued climbing on your journey. And that is all anyone can ask of you. The competition isn't with anyone else in the room. All we're competing against is the version of who we are yesterday. And again, you proved you were resilient, you had courage, and that no matter what, nothing was going to stand in your way. And that's why this group of graduates is so special. And for one other reason, statistically, 38% of the high school graduates in Tennessee go on to college. But I'm so proud to announce that 77% of these graduates are headed to the college of their choice, that they've earned millions of dollars in scholarships, and that 72% of these students have been given free scholarships to go to college because of their hard work. Your future is so bright, the class of 2021, and it has been my honor to have a small part in your journey. So it is my responsibility right now to say to Ms. Player Peters, our Metro Schools board member in attendance today, that the records of all of these students have been duly examined and found to be in accordance with the laws of the great state of Tennessee and the policies of the Metropolitan Nashville Public School, and I am proud to recommend the class of 2021 for graduation. I certify that each graduate has completed all of the requirements required to receive a high school diploma with all rights, responsibilities, and privileges bestowed upon them. Congratulations.
As a member of the Board of Education, on behalf of the board, we are so proud of you. You are hope and resilience personified. And the fact that you've survived this year and that you have thrived and succeeded, we are so proud of you, and we're so glad to be here for you. So on behalf of the Metropolitan Nashville Board of Education, it is my honor to certify this graduation process, the rewarding of a high school diploma, to the 2021 graduates of Hunters Lane High School. I further attest, receiving these diplomas today have met or exceeded all graduation requirements mandated by Metro Nashville Public Schools and the State of Tennessee Department of Education. The Board of Education congratulates the students and their family members. It has been an honor to have you in our schools, and we wish you the very best in your endeavors.
Who's ready to graduate?
graduating class, the first row, please stand. Just the first row. Kimberly Joseph Amaya Hernandez, valedictorian. Brinley Elizabeth Sales, salutatorian. Zana Idris Abdullah. LaDiamond Kashay Adkerson. Evelyn Karina Aholip Telator. Jonathan Ayala Cipriano. Jamiria Marche Bigsby. Jacoby Blair. Elmer Bonilla. Robert Cordell Bowen. Michael Boyd. Matthew Austin Brake. Ajani Brown. Craig Brown. Nicholas Maurice Bryant. Maria Flordeselda Camaha Raimundo. Marquitas Jabra Carey. Chase Collins. Jefferson Adalberto Cruz. Quincy Marcel Dansby Jr. Jaheim Rashad Davis. Philip Kadarius Donaldson. Braden Ray Edgen. Tiffany Denise Edwards. Jefferson Manuel Ucida Requeno. Gustavo Alejandro Flores. Thomas Juan Francisco. Marcus Lamar Fultz. Brian Josue Galindo Andrade. Liusmeli de la Cardidad Guerrera Herrera. Micah Zacchaeus Garth. Luis Gonzalez Martinez. Joe Lee Harris III. Lance Michael Harris. Alonzo Hernandez. Johnny Alberto Hernandez Santos. Marvin Harvey Hunter Bayless. Osvaldo Hurtado. Denisier, my son Gene. Dang Jock. Dylan Kern. Samuel Lamb III. Isaiah Landers. Josepha Lopez Alvarez. Octavius McLean. Jacob McLaughlin. Clayton Dallas Moore. Michelle Rodriguez Morales. Andy Olivia Diaz. Maria Luisa Ortega Alonso. Cesar Iram Osuna Hernandez. Rachel Ayo Owala. Marciel Perez Arnufo. Tanisha Nicole Plez. Venancio Ruben David Primero Reyes. Michael Ramiro Pugliese Ramiro. William Ralph. Bridget Dolores Ramirez Diaz.
Josue Rangel Victoria, Balvino Rolando Rosales de la Cruz, Cameron Michael Rouse, Hoxon Fabian Salinas Bonilla, Sarah Sanchez, Destiny Charday Sanford, Dea Danae Sawyers, Angel Silva, Malachi Simmons, Adonis Demario Spicer, Trinity Micaiah Thornton, Diana Carolina Torres, Tanika Lachey Tucker, Byron Ove Valdez Ramirez, Jasmine Jewel Vickers, Sarah Yahara Villanueva, Leslie Yahaidi Villegas Pedroza, Elijah Lavelle Walker, Jordan Webster, Kiana Ajlanique Wilborn, Avante Lamar Williams, Bruce Wayne Zook, Dina Nicole Alexander, Jasmine Cynthia Alley, Nora Jessie Amnimri, Jocelyn Alejandro Aragus, Joe Angel Reyes Baez, Nikaya Armstrong, Shaylee Avalar, Jared Beltran Ruida, Melissa Bowie Sakira, Lisa Marie Burton, Leslie Junith, Cynthia Michelle Chacon, Ashley Chavez, Giselle Cisneros Hernandez, Katerion Clay Brooks, Aronique Asia Conway, Abigail Cole Cooley, Xavier Drayshawn Davis, Alexis Ann Dixon, Brianna Jade Dodson, Zoe McKenna Donaldson, Daniel Adams Drolick, Jonathan Duke, Tori Montisha Dunlap, Damian Rayshawn Farmer, Faith Ann Fear, Maya Love Fontana, Jennifer Adonai Garcia, Kashana Gilbert, Calvin Frank Glass, Brianna Alexandria Gomez Iglesias, Amaya Jatari Gonzalez Glaze, Jessica Madeline Gonzalez, Miguel Gillian, Ashanti Cherie Gullery, Byron Ezekiel Goshsack, Taryn Janae Haley, Brandon Harris, Jesse Ali Hernandez, Billy Nomnisi Iglesias Victorez, Shayna Brianna Kennedy, Lanisha Ashley King, Adriana Lloyd, Jennifer Lozano, Janine Martinez, Faith Mason, Ava Brianna McGuire, Antoine Unique McQuitty, Kayla Milan Bartolo, Wendell Miles. Kaylin Adalier Montegio Aguilera. Lamarian Deshawn Morton. Andrew James Nulf. Shanika Elise Nuno Gomez. Fatima Patty. Hanan Polk. Clara Veronica Raimundo Velasquez. Jesenia Elizabeth Rodriguez Ahulip. Rosa Annabelle Rojas. Christian Rojas Kalima. Jasmine Donche Sanders. Kevin Alberto Santiago. Demetrius Renee Scott. Kevin Adonis Cersei III. Nazaria Yvonne Cersei. Wesley Javon Smith. Claudia Lucrecia Solomon Senoon. Michael De Jesus Soto Higuera. Joe Thomas Staggs. Alexia Sincere Stevens. Naomi Jocelyn Vasquez Vasquez. Maria Magaline Jacinia Velasquez Raimundo. Ashley Nigeli Villanueva. Jasmine Berenice Villegas. Sydney Rain White. Sayani Edame Avila. Andres Aguilar. Benjamin Alvarez Reyes. Edgar Griffin Bradley Baker. Shambria Mitoya Beatty. Skylar Smith. Tarisha Diana Booker. Jasmine Nicole Bronaugh. Tyrese Deshawn Brown. Samaria Janae Burr. Ruben Kitana Carapia. Jimmy Carbajal. Alvaro Chavez. Kate Chavez. Octavius Deshawn Collins. Alexis Bailey Cook. Jatiah Monet Cunningham. Samantha Nicole Dahavila. Brian Alexander Dubon. Julio Isaac Dubon. David Estrada. Tia Lynn Farmer. Jaquar Douglas Farrow. Alex Figueroa. Amarian Jaquise Flood. Maya Fly. Cedriana Christia Gaines. Jesus Anthony Galvin. Cirillo Gomez Andret. Osiris Gomez Lorenzo. Ladarian Germain Greer. Jose Giovanni Guerrero Estrella. Nathaniel Roshan Hampton. Nala Alexandria Haynes. Dante Christopher Wayne Hayworth. LaShayla Celeste Henry. Emily Hernandez. Deontay D'Angelo Holiday. Amaya Shanette Holt. Cortavius Jaquan Howard. Damaris Huerta Juarez. LaShonda Charvel Hunter Bayless. Jasmine Nichelle Johnson. Samaria Leandria Jones. Maria Juarez Duran. Cavante Corvell Kinney. Malik Keenan Lee. Michaela Ann Lindsley. Manuel Lisandro Lomas. Christian Lopez. Jessica Danae Lyons. Brianna Latrice Madry. Samuel Joseph Matata. Nadia Nakia McGee. Elizabeth Montalvo. Benjamin Munoz. Hoden Okash. Jacqueline Marisol Orrega Reyes. Marcos Edom Otero Ambert. Stephanie Palacios. Coriante Tremaine Patton. Elmer Eduardo Primario Isaguirre. Frankie Albisi Primero Isaguirre. Daisy Fabiola Primero. Diego Angel Ramirez. Melvin Jerome Reed. Xavier Reed. Araya Robinson. Irvin Lee Robinson Jr. Sophia Cristina Robles Pacheco. Rodolfo Romo Guzman. Juan Pablo Sanchez Perez. LaQuinton Simpson. Anthony Soriano Casanova. Jaden Spicer. Logan Dwight Sullivan. Alexia Thompson. Alexis Tiana Thompson. Monakia Nichelle Thompson. Alejandro Alexander Reyes. Rakora Walker. Jaden Ward. Jaden Rebecca Whitelaw. Morante Deshae Williams. Kelvin Yoel Zatino. Christiana Marie Richardson. Seda Marlene Velman Kira. Leonette Aguilera Gamboa. Kimberly Rodriguez. Evelyn Guerrera Silva.
And now, Instructional Specialist, Mr. Harned.
All right, good morning, seniors. And hey, what a great and memorable day this is for each of you. And you know, actually we're here today to celebrate the joy and happiness of your graduation. But yet at the same time, for you maybe, and even for some of the people in the stands today watching you, there is a sense of sadness because you're finishing a part of your life's journey. For the past 13 years, as Dr. Kessler was talking to you about it earlier, you've been a part of elementary, middle, and finally high school. You're receiving your official release today in the form of a diploma, and you should feel extremely pleased and proud of that accomplishment. Yet, as we move forward, we kind of anxiously look forward to the future as a new part of your life's journey begins right now. Class of 2021, would you please stand? You all entered this building today. You entered this building this morning as just members of the senior class of 2021. But now, after we do one last thing, you will be leaving as a distinguished alumni of Hunters Lane High School. So there's only one thing left that we need to do, and that is to move our tassel. So if you'll take your tassel in your right hand, move it over to the left, and that's official. Congratulations.
Families, thank you for coming. Your graduates are going to pick up their actual diplomas and they will meet you outside. They will exit out of this door.